The set of the drama Love in the Clouds that day was filled with a calm atmosphere that usually appears only when the actors are preparing for a big scene. The morning had just shifted towards noon as the crew began rearranging the cameras, lighting, and props for the next scene. In between, Hou Minghao and Lu Yuxiao, the two leads predicted to be the pair with the strongest chemistry in this year's period drama, prepare to undergo the shooting of intense scenes involving physical movement. But no one expected that behind the severity of the shooting process, a touching and warm moment would occur, leaving a special impression on anyone who witnessed it. The interviewee, a fan who was present in the public permitted area, described the initial atmosphere as very orderly and full of professionalism. The fans stood neatly, kept their distance, and followed the set rules that prohibit loud noises and indiscriminate shooting. Nevertheless, their spirit is very pronounced, especially when seeing both actors appear complete with classic-era costumes that make them look so stunning. Back then, Hou Minghao and Lu Yuxiao were preparing for a scene that required the two to run down a rocky area. Lu Yuxiao seemed to practice several times to make sure the movement of her dress didn't hamper the steps. According to the source, the actress's face still showed enthusiasm even though fatigue began to appear after several repetitions. On the other hand, Hou Minghao looked focused but still occasionally stole his gaze towards Lu Yuxiao, like making sure his co-star was okay. When the camera starts rolling and the scene progresses, everything goes well at first. But after a few takes, the interviewees began to notice something different. Lu Yuxiao's movements seemed to slow down a bit at the end. He had time to stop, then reflexively grasped his ankle. Although he did not show an expression of excessive pain, the staff who watched from a close distance seemed to immediately move towards him. This was the moment when Hou Minghao's attention was immediately striking. The source said that as soon as he noticed the small change in Lu Yuxiao's movements, his facial expression immediately turned serious. Without hesitation, he approached the actress first before the other staff arrived, as if his reflex was to ensure Lu Yuxiao's condition above all else. That little wordless interaction was enough to make the fans feel something warm in their chest. When Lu Yuxiao tried to stand back up, still smiling and trying to show that he was okay, Hou Minghao looked dissatisfied with his body's answer. According to the source, he gestured for Lu Yuxiao not to force himself, then glanced at the production staff as if to ask if there was a rest area nearby. After receiving permission from them, the unexpected happened. Without the slightest hesitation, Hou Minghao bent his body and lowered his back, offering himself to carry Lu Yuxiao. His gesture looked very natural, as if he was used to doing such a thing. The staff looked surprised, but since the incident was small and did not interfere with the big schedule, they nodded in agreement. Lu Yuxiao, despite looking embarrassed, finally accepted the help for the sake of avoiding additional pressure on his legs. At that point, the fans who watched live from a distance could barely contain their emotional reactions. Despite remaining silent according to the rules of the location, the source described a drastically changed atmosphere, from tense to full of grief. Many fans were seen looking at each other, some even closing their mouths because they did not expect to see such a sweet moment in person. As Hou Minghao carried Lu Yuxiao and walked towards the rest area, his steps were very careful. Sources noticed how he chose a flat, stone-free path so as not to shake his co-star's legs. The staff who saw it seemed to smile a little. Some even exchanged glances while holding back a sweet laugh. For them, the moment was a small piece of behind-the-scenes harmony rarely seen in public. According to sources, the moment felt like a tender scene that was not written in the script. Hou Minghao looked very caring without going overboard, while Lu Yuxiao looked comfortable despite being a little awkward. The two showed such a natural dynamic, as if working together for a long time had formed a strong mutual trust. After arriving at the rest area, the medical staff lightly examined Lu Yuxiao's ankle. Sources observing from afar explained that the injury was not serious, just a minor sprain from the intensity of repeated scenes. Even so, the attention Hou Minghao paid seemed as if it was much bigger than his situation, showing how much he didn't want to take any small risk that could worsen his co-star's condition. Even after Lu Yuxiao sat down, Hou Minghao remained standing not too far away, observing the medical staff's every move. A few moments later, Lu Yuxiao was already able to return to his feet, although still with slow steps. According to the source, The crew provided additional support by preparing different footwear temporarily and blocking the next scene to be safer. Hou Minghao was seen overseeing everything, making sure every step of the process was carried out precisely. His calm but swift attitude made the fans even more amazed. When the break was almost over, the atmosphere at the location changed to a lighter one. The crew seemed more relaxed, the fans more cheerful, and the two actors looked more and more familiar, although their interactions remained within professional limits. Sources said that even after filming resumed, Hou Minghao occasionally noticed Lu Yuxiao's movements from the corners of his eyes, making sure there were no signs of discomfort. Such an attitude, according to the source, makes the whole working atmosphere feel very harmonious. The fans who witnessed the incident firsthand immediately talked about it among themselves. Although they could not record the incident, various descriptions and emotional reactions spread quickly. Hou Minghao and Lu Yuxiao's names immediately became a hot topic of conversation, especially since the two actors are already known to have strong chemistry in the drama Love in the Clouds. But the moment of carrying it seemed to add a new dimension to their working relationship. The source added that harmonious events like this increasingly make fans look forward to the final result of the drama. They feel that the natural closeness seen behind the scenes will definitely affect the quality of the scene in front of the camera. The trust, cooperation, and mutual support they show is an important foundation in creating a drama full of emotion and intimacy. In the end, the source concluded that the moment was one of the most memorable events during the filming of any drama. There's no dialogue, no gimmicks, and no official cameras capturing it. Just two actors showing genuine concern in a spontaneous moment. For fans, such a thing is much more valuable than a spectacular scene in a drama, because it depicts their true human side. The moment of holding her is now a story that Love in the Clouds fans will continue to tell. A small memory that warms the heart and shows that sincere behind-the-scenes interactions can be the most beautiful moments of a big production.